I'm going to do a little bit more reading than I normally do. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Lou Simpleman. I'm the president of the Trinidad Community Foundation. And I want to thank all of you for joining us to support our selection, the foundation selection, the couple that we're going to honor as the City of Champion recipients for 2018. And of course, that's Mike and Yolanda Romero. And you're here because you know. Before we get on to doing that, however, I do want to recognize some important people. At least they're important to this community. And first of all is Mayor Phil Rico. And what he was being Miss Karen Grego, Councilwoman, and her lovely spouse, Ed. I'm sorry, Ed, I couldn't resist that. We have two of our county commissioners here tonight, Tony Haas and his wife, Connie. Tony, please. And Commissioner Felix Lopez and his lovely wife, Darlene. We are also very privileged tonight to have Dr. Carrie Hart from the Junior College. A man who's done a very difficult job for the last, 3 months now, Carrie? Yeah. It's tough enough being a president, but when you're an interim president, you go in and you want to do those things, but you're there as a leader. You got to lead. But you also know any decision you make is going to be left to your successor. So that's a tough job, and we appreciate the hard work you've done to make the college better. I want to thank the business and organization that demonstrated how much they think of Mike and Yolanda by purchasing the table for the dinner at Century Savings and Loans, International Bank, United Mine Workers, Laura DeBella State Farm, Grego Insurance, Phil Long Toyota, Mount San Rafael Hospital, Colorado Oil and Gas Association, and I want to thank Mount Carmel, our partner in many, many things, and tonight they donated this hall as part of it, and so it's all been a great effort and a great response. I have to tell you that I had to turn down 2 tables and we didn't even get a chance to advertise that much. The response was so great, and we appreciate that response, because what it does, it validates our decision. We've been giving out the City of Champion Award since 2011, and Angela Hathaway from the Trinidad Middle School and Mesa program was the first recipient. Judge Leslie Gerbrat with her truancy prevention program was the second. Flory Massarotti and all the work, recognized for all the work he does with the Boy Scouts. Rodney Wood and Susan Palmer and their work with the AutoGate. Artie and Susan are here tonight, and thank you for coming. And last year's recipient, Anna Risley, who is no longer with us, but she was very worthy and died about 6 months ago, something like that. But she was always going to be remembered because she was a City Champion winner. I know many of you are familiar with TCF, but I want to remind you what our mission is and what we do. Our mission is to enhance and develop the quality of life of our community. And when I say our community, I'm not talking just Trinidad, I'm talking Los Animas County. By leading, forming partnerships for health and wellness, education, recreation, historical preservation, and communications. And we've done that since 2006. We were established into that year by a group of visionaries led by Mr. Jay Cimino, Judge Harry Sayer, who's no longer with us, as you all know, Gene Ayalo, who has passed away as well, and others. But we people who saw the need to have this umbrella organization that not would only go out and do things, but help others do things. And so we have a board today, and I'm going to ask the board members if you just stand up. Not all of them could make it, because someone had silly things like a wedding that they had to go to. And poor Cindy Thalen called up and she said, I can't make it. And all of us should thank her for not coming, by the way, because she sounded terrible. But would like to introduce John Tucker. Is John around? I know he's here. There he is. John is CEO of the hospital and our vice president. Treasurer Keith Mayberry. Keith, please stand up. Laura DeBella has been on the board for years and is the stalwart. Laura. Callie Van Meter. Where's Callie? She was on. And Lisa Camarillo, who's always there when we need help. And it was Lisa's gal, Tammy Trujillo, who had to go to the wedding in Pueblo, but we'll excuse her. We have a gentleman named Lou Malini, who is our contact up north, and Lou is up keeping Colorado Springs safe for the country, or the other way around, I don't know, but he couldn't make it tonight. But Lou has been on the board since day one, and he's just a very strong supporter of Trinidad. Phil Rico, Tony Haas, and Felix Lopez were on the board. They were on the board, and then they were elected, and we asked them to stay on. So they were so valuable, and they continue to be a valuable asset. Chris Simpleman, my son, is Chris poured a hell of a glass of wine. And finally, Cindy Thalen, the one who is unfortunately very ill, and Margie Farrell, and you've all met Margie when you checked in, and she was good. Thanks, Margie, stand up. There you go. Jay has been involved since day one, and Jay is our chairman emeritus. So even though he doesn't make all the meetings or whatever, I tell you that Jay is still very much a part of the Trinidad. I'd like to tell people that we're very fortunate to be in Los Angeles County right now, because in my opinion, we are in the midst of a perfect storm. When you look around you, every single day there's things going on. I mean, we have traffic jams between Maple Street and Commercial Street. You know, it's amazing. And the reason for this is because we have government, private, and non-profits working together to improve the quality of life of our community. For example, elected officials from the city and county, private organizations, and non-profits partnered to facilitate the acquisition of Fisher's Peak recently. That was not just one organization doing that. That was more. That was multiple organizations working together. And that's how you convince people up north that want to join. The first thing they look for is how united is the community and how much are you working together. So we are very fortunate to have that atmosphere right now, because it makes such a difference. It's incredible. Government, private, nonprofits have joined to preserve our beautiful architecture and preserve our environment and the culture of our area. I mean, this is here tonight. Look at how many people bought the tables, because we are preserving our mining history and our mining heritage. Mount San Rafael Hospital is starting a remodeling effort, and that will allow them to provide top-notch medical service. I will tell you that, what was it, 5.5 weeks ago? 5.5 weeks ago, I had what is now called an event. And I ended up as a guest of John Tucker for several days. Well, whatever, see? When you're married 56 years, you never get it. How many days was it there? Several days. It seemed like more than that. Anyway, I was a guest at John and his wonderful staff, and I can tell you that we were very, very fortunate. We were very fortunate to have John. We were very fortunate to have his staff, and it was a wonderful experience. And you come out there confident that you know something's going to go wrong. You are going to get the best treatment possible by very conscientious staff. And by the way, I look at this expansion, and anything I can do personally to help is that's just part of my health insurance policy, brother. You know what I mean? When you think about it, so it costs you an extra $1. Well, I'd rather have that hospital, 3 miles away than 90 miles away. That's for sure. Think of what Space to Create is. It's an example of government, private, and nonprofit again working together to make something great happen. So, and they started that just this last week, didn't they? They saw the dumpsters down.
Yeah, a week ago.
A week ago.
Started doing the baby.
See, there, even he corrects me. Well, I want to give you an example of how things just build on themselves. Years ago, we decided we wanted to clean up the Purgatory River. We mean the Community Foundation. So we started in the spring, and then we did another one in the fall. But went out, we advertised, we got people together, we furnished breakfast, and I think out of the boulevard area down here, we took 7 dump trucks of trash. We teamed with the city and other organizations, and we spent, it was long, it was probably 4 to 6 hours on a Saturday, and we cleaned that up. Jenny, you may have been mayor at that time, I'm not sure, but the city was really helpful on that. And so after about 2 years, Comcast called us and they said, let's partner on this. So we joined with Comcast, and that became Comcast Care TCF Cleanup Day. Well then, because of this unity, and then Trout Unlimited, of course they were in with us in the beginning, but pretty soon Trout Unlimited goes up to the state and they're build up the purgatory so that the fish could spawn, and the Colorado Game and Parks started stocking the river. I mean, you can catch some really beautiful fish down in the Purgatory River. And not only that, we got grants. We, again, this cooperative got a grant up to $160,000 to work on the river to make it habitable and good breeding grounds for trout. The trail, we're working on the trail. So there's so many things. It's just like a snowball that just rolls and grows. And it's not one organization, it's not one person, it's this community that we're so proud of. So, it's our privilege tonight to honor 2 people who exemplify the qualities of a champion. They have demonstrated an ability to turn words into action, and I love that. I mean, I worked a lot with the government, and we have PowerPoint warriors. I hate to get everybody. I hate it. I want something done. Don't come and tell me how you're going to go do it. And that's what Mike and Yolanda do. Mike and Yolanda are Trinidad business owners, community leaders, and volunteers are indeed worthy to receive the Trinidad Community Foundation 2018 City of Champions Award. The success of the Miners Museum and the celebration of Los Animas County's coal mining heritage are a result of their dedication and service over a long period of time. They're a powerful team. Yolanda and Mike are lifelong residents of the county. Together they have dedicated several decades during activities to maintain the history of coal mining in the area. Well, Yolanda is the coordinator. Mike oversees the physical manpower aspects. They are actively involved in the hands-on implementation of all the fundraising efforts and have raised over $200,000 and lead the efforts for the Southern Colorado Coal Miners Scholarship Fund, the Southern Colorado Coal Miners Museum, the life-size Coal Miners Memorial Statue, statues of the donkeys, canary cage, and the fountain, and the repair of the statue at Ludlow. Yolanda is a businesswoman, wife, mother, and grandmother, and has been involved since age 23. That was 6 years ago, right? In serving her community. Some of Yolanda's more recent and notable accomplishments include founding member of the Trinidad Los Angeles County Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, founding member of the local United Mine Workers of America's Women's Auxiliary, founding member of the Southern Colorado Coal Miners Memorial and Scholarship Fund, she coordinated and facilitated the establishment of the Coal Miners Park and the location and dedication of the Coal Miners Memorial Statue. She coordinated and facilitated fundraising efforts with the UNW at the international and local levels for repair of the Ludlow Memorial Statue, and we all remember that insane event. Coordinated and facilitated. My battery out? Yep. That's all right. Here you go, Chris. Coordinated and facilitated the creation and dedication of the Coal Miners Canary in 2013. Founder and working member of the Southern Colorado Miners Memorial Committee and secured the building at 219 West Main for the Coal Mining Museum. She facilitated the emplacement and dedication of life size and cast size donkeys. And last but not least, she was very instrumental with the Louis Tickus Bronze Memorial that was commemorated last year, right? So that's quite a record. Now, Mike, so you wonder what the heck did Mike do? Well, you know, my wife and I have been married 56 years, and Mike and Yolanda was talking to Mike, and he says, you know, what's the smartest thing you learned? And he says, like I learned 24 hours after I was married, but I learned the most important words a man can know when you get married. It's yes, dear. So Mike kind of follows that formula. But he's a retired coal miner, father, grandfather, oversees the general maintenance and care of the Southern Colorado Coal Miners Museum, the Coal Miners Memorial, the park area, and the Ludlow Memorial Site. Now I have to tell you, this is about 4 or 5 years ago, Mike, you may not even remember, but I'll stop by the Ludlow Memorial every once in a while. It's a neat place to go, and there's something mystical about it. And it was one of those hot summer days. And all of you know how hot it can get on the prairie, okay? And I was there, and I looked over, and there was this fool in there working with a friend. And allegedly, Yolanda, he had somebody there with him. But it was Mike. It was over 100 degrees, I know, and Mike was in there working on that memorial. And it's just typical of the kind of dedication he has. He's president of the local United Mine Workers of America, has been since 1972, president of the Southern Colorado Coal Miners Museum Committee, president of the Southern Colorado Memorial and Scholarship Fund, international board member and of the United Mine Workers of America. Mike leads the physical efforts to accomplish all endeavors and associated with the physical aspects of maintaining the museum and the Ludlow Massacre site. Of course, I know how hard they worked. Everybody worked on that building to get it in shape. And it takes not only to take a lot of work to get there, it takes a lot of work to keep it in shape. So, thank you very much. God bless you, and you've both done a wonderful job.
Thank you.
So if I may ask Mike and Yolanda to come forward, please. We do a couple of things, I guess 3 things. The first thing is give them their own plaque so that they can hang in their I Love Me room. Then we have a plaque that we keep in for public display in which their names are listed there on the plaque with all the other recipients. And finally, we do give them a check that goes to the charity of their choice. So, the Trinidad Community Foundation awards the 2018 Trinidad City of Champions Award to Mike and Yolanda Romero as a tribute to their outstanding leadership, steadfast dedication, and unwavering commitment to preserving and celebrating the history of mining in Los Animas County. To recognize the hard work and many hours that they spend sharing their knowledge, respect, and love of local miners, their families, and the mining heritage. And to celebrate the success of the Coal Miners Museum that exists in large part to their untiring efforts. A champion burns with passion and perseveres in the face of all odds until outstanding and superior performance is achieved. TCF recognized Mike and Yolanda as true champions of Trinidad. We're gonna.
Look in one nice honor. There you go, beautiful. There you go, beautiful. Love it. One more. See, your turn. Anybody else? Oh, wait, we got camera over here for Tom.
This is our camera. We're filming this.
No, that's it. I got mine. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. All right.
Now, it's not a lot of money, but it is going to the right place, to the right people to do the right thing. So,
Thank you.
accept that from the top.
You want to speak to you all? I'd like to say a few things. You hear me all right back there?
Yes.
This all started back in 1992. And I want to thank the foundation for the award and the check, and it's great. But it started with our group back in 1992, with the city of Trinidad, with all the members we've had with the Durans, the Gregos, the Medinas, the Apodaxas, the Boteros, and all these people who are involved with it. And we're getting the award tonight, which is great, but it's on behalf of all the people on our committee back in the day. Without them, we wouldn't be here today, and I want to thank them all. And there was a lot of them. I'll take the check out.
I'll meet you at the bar.
Mike is right. Nothing takes place without the help of many people. In the beginning, it was the city, the county. It was our volunteers who are here tonight, some of them. It's been anyone who could help with everything that's been done. We appreciate everything that that has come our way, because I believe in, if it's a good thing, good things happen. And so throughout time, that's what has happened. And so we give of our time and unselfishly. And it's our family, it's my husband, and everyone who allows us to do what we can do. We've raised money over time, grassroots level, and everything that you see there that's visible has been paid for by hard work, by dedication, and by commitment to this community that cares. If it didn't care, it wouldn't be there. It is there, and because of you, it happened. We're not done yet. We would like to see a mural, on the east wall of the museum, whereby artists can come and paint our history and make it a story that involves all cultures here. It involves all labor type work that has taken place here, that it involves new commitment here, like artistry, all the new things that have taken place here and that we plan to have in the future. The icing on the cake for us this year, last year, was the coordination and the dedication of the Louis Tikas Memorial. Never did we think that would happen, that someone from another state would come and ask us to help, get that in order and get that memorial of Louis Tikas dedicated. We're so appreciative, and we're so happy and proud that they chose our town, because now they're looking at Maryland to do another dedication of another bronze of their leaders. They're very proud of their people. This experience took us to the cemetery at the Masonic that I didn't realize it is an entire area cemetery for the Greeks. And so the Greeks were leaders at that time, and that's why they were here, and they helped support, the coal miners at that time. Hopefully, if there's time, energy, and a willingness on this community's part, we would like to also add Mother Jones there, because she was here and a vital part of coal mining here. And we would also like to get signage up at the museum and make it look really nice and professional outdoors, so that when people look up, they know what it is and what place it is, and they will come in. What's happened with the museum is that it's invited retired folks and other families to come and visit the museum. So all in all, it's been a good project. And so we're very proud and pleased and happy with that. But thank you all for your part, and what you've done to help get us there. We didn't get there alone. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Now it's time to eat. Before I shut off the mic, you got some, when you checked in, you got some tickets?
Yeah.
So hang on to those, because we're gonna have some drawings, while we're eating. And we have, 4, gift certificates to local restaurants that we're gonna present. So hang on to those tickets.